Hello, hello, we're live. Yoo-hoo. Sunday night, it's me. Yes, raise your energies. And with the weekly I Ching reading, forecast 2024 for week 23. Yes, right, week 23. So, yeah. And like every Sunday, and I like to say that again, every Sunday I'm going to be here live, 6:15 p.m. Brisbane time, 8:15 New Zealand time, 10:15 a.m. Germany, and 1:15 a.m. LA in the Americas. So maybe you're watching it live now, maybe you're watching the replay, maybe you're watching it for breakfast or for evening, wherever you are. Let me know in the comments. I would like to know where you are and where you're watching. Okay, so wonderful. How to raise your energy with the weekly I Ching reading with me, Sandra. Yes. So what we do here is we look into the energies of the year, the month, and then every single day of this week. Because if we know what is coming, we are so more likely to actually adapt to what is. So responding to what is coming up. And if we are more aware and not just react to whatever stands in the way, we have the better solution, don't we? And that's what we want, better solutions for our life and for everybody else. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there are most likely, especially if you're watching it late Monday or Tuesday, there are most likely chapters down here in the notes. So you can come back every day on the day and listen to what I said. So if you think, oh, Tuesday is not going quite as planned, let's see what Sandra said about Tuesday, and you can see what it is. So how to raise your energies. And today, we are not starting with the year just today. And some of you know why. Yes, we will start with the month just for once, and you will see later why. The month, I mean, we've changed last week from the 4th to the 5th. We've changed from 34 to 32 consistency. And that is what consistency looks like, the I Ching number 32. So what does it mean? Well, I called it creating a sustainable foundation by knowing what to keep and what to renew. So what does it sound like? Yes, like decluttering. So this month has the thunder above and the wind below. And if you followed me for a while, you know the thunder has something to do with action. And the wind below has something to do with material things. Yep, action, material things, decluttering. How about that this month? That will be something different. Sizing, merging, throwing out, giving it to someone who needs it more, giving it to an op shop or whatever. So what to keep and what to let go. This is how you find the foundation of your growth, actually. So, and that is what consistency is like. Because if you're not from time to time sorting out things, if you're keeping everything as is, that's called stagnation, right? So getting out old energy, bringing in new energy, just changing things around, maybe even only. That's already a big change, isn't it? And that's different to stagnation. So stagnation is a totally different energy than consistency. Don't mix that up. Consistency means we're consistently growing, and we can grow by letting go. That's my, oh, that's rhyme. It's a rhyme. Oh my God. So that's my suggestion for you for this month, for me as well, by the way, to raise above you by knowing what to let go and what to keep, what to renew, and just to get out of that stagnant feeling. Does that sound right? That's what we're going to do this month. Okay, so we're now going into the year energy, because the year energy 38 opposition is also the day energy today, Sunday. Just a short reminder, we're always doing Sunday till Sunday, because some still have Sunday night, some still have Sunday, some have already Sunday evening, or when you're watching it on Monday. So the 38 opposition looks like this. This is the year energy, and it's also the day energy today on this Sunday. And what it actually means is, I said that so many times before, opposition, division, polarizing. This is the year we are living in right now. You know? So the thing is with that one, and also I love it that some call it also integrity, because this is what it really does. It proves your integrity. The sign is the flame above and the lake underneath, and the water of the lake and the flame, they're going into different directions. And that is what causing this opposition in that energy of that I Ching. So the flame burning upwards, the lake going more downwards, it's a contrast. And that's what we're living in at the moment. And the day to day, and we felt it actually. We also had a few, not arguments, but we were different opinion, which is quite weird for us, but that just happened. So, what happens when this is present, when this opposition is present, this not estrangement, almost estrangement, what an interesting word. And if that rules, you cannot carry out any great undertaking, can you? Because there's too much opposition, too much is diverting. It's just, there are so many different points of view. And maybe you notice that in your job, in your work environment as well, that there's so many different points of view around that it's really hard to undertake something great or really fulfill a common goal. And that was even more palpable today on the Sunday, because it was the day energy as well as the year energy. So stay with the energies as they are. Just go into the next one, and that's all good. On that day, really just be aware of it, like the whole year, that you can stay true to your own heart, which means also when I said you can't do something big, it's not about preaching and praying your point of view and your opinion. You can live your point of view and your opinion, but you don't have to hold it into everybody else's face, I think. We shouldn't do that. Okay. How can you raise your energy on the Monday? Monday is number 5, waiting. And the waiting looks like that. Let me have a look. Here we go. The waiting number 5. Yes. That's what we have on the Monday. And how do we raise our energy with the number 5? Well, we've got the water above and the heaven underneath. So, all beings have a need of nourishment from above, the rain. So the picture is a rain. So the gift of food as water comes in its own timing, seasons. We've got seasons. And one must wait for when it's ripe and for when it comes. We cannot make the rain come or go away, for that matter, for some of us. We have to wait for it. So this is the picture of the waiting, is that. And also, by the way, it's also called nourishment. So strength in the face of danger bides its time. Strength in the face of danger really is patient and waits, and just waits for the right moment for the nourishment to come. So, and the weakness in the face of danger, of course, gets agitated and has no patience. So it's not successful. So strength is the success here. So, and waiting, please don't get me wrong, but waiting does not mean hoping. This is not. Waiting is something where you have the inner certainty that you will reach your goal, and you just wait for the right moment. That is the energy on the Monday. So make sure on the Monday that you know what your goal is, and then you can wait patiently for the right moment to go into action. Okay, so does that make sense? Wonderful. So how do we raise our energy on the Tuesday? Tuesday is number 28, the great exceeding, and that one looks like that. Okay, so we have the lake on top and the wind, the joyous, the lake on top, the gentle, the wind, the wood underneath. So what you see is that there are 4 lines in the middle. 4 strong lines in the middle, but there are weak lines on the outside. So we have, the picture is we have strength on the inside and a little bit of weakness on the outside. So, but that also means that this strong core maybe cannot be held for a long time. So that's why it's preponderance of the great exceeding. So it is about how to deal with big, that's what I called it, how to deal with big responsibility and extraordinary burden. That's what it means. So if you look at these strong lines in the middle and the weak lines on the outside, it's a question, how long can you deal with it? So so this condition cannot last. So whatever happens on the Tuesday, it may be weighing on you, but you know it cannot last. So this condition cannot last. It must be changed. So this too shall pass. And so whatever happens on the Tuesday, I'm still, because I'm mucked up this 1 week, I'm still always looking at whether I'm on the right day. This has to change. There is something that you probably cannot carry for much longer. So see if you can change it. If the load is too heavy on you, if the weight is just too much, then you must really change it. Find a way to transition, to take action. But because you see, there is the lake and there is the gentle, the joyous and the gentle. We're not talking about really forces. We're not forcing the change. This is not the energy of the day. We're not forcing the change because we've got joyous and gentle. There's no thunder in there again. We're not forcing the change, but we need to take action to start the change because we cannot carry the situation that much longer. There are boundaries, and you have to set those boundaries. So it is about solving it through gentleness, starting the change, introducing the change, and maybe just announcing that there will be a change within you and for you, because it's just too strong. Okay. Good. So how can we raise our energies on the Wednesday? And the Wednesday, we've got the number 18. And the number 18 is something I like. I know that some call it poison. That's what it looks like. But actually, it is working on the decay. And why am I so happy? Working on the decay. That sounds really, really awful, doesn't it? Well, now, come on. Look at the hexagram. It is the trigram mountain and the trigram wind, the gentle. So we're having a gentle sign, and the mountain, if you follow me a while, you know that it has something to do with keeping still. Okay. So the problem with that one is, so the work on the decay. So something is wrong. Something goes wrong, and that may result into a stagnation. So the word stagnation, do you see? Nearly every day we have something relating to stagnation. And on that day, seriously, you need to find the cause for the stagnation. Where the day before we had with a great exceeding, that you can't hold it anymore. You need to start. You remember, you need to start the change, introduce the change. So now with the stagnation that you feel, it's really, you need to find out what is the cause of the stagnation, and then demand the removal of that. So it's a condition that came caused by a human, something from a human, someone else, I don't know, caused the stagnation. So find out the cause, and this is what we can do on the day, because I like about working somewhere. So we're working towards improving the conditions. So yesterday we started by introducing, hey, I want to change this. This needs to change. I don't want to carry that burden anymore. I really want to make a change. And today we're working towards improving. Today, you know what I mean? We're working towards improving the conditions. On the Wednesday with I Ching number 18, working on the decay. We're working towards improving conditions. And I like this one because it's a success one. This one is a successful I Ching. If that comes up, I really like it, because it means you can actually remove the cause. You can actually find the cause. You can actually find a way out of the standstill. And it is a remove day. Oh my God. This is so funny. It's a remove day in the 12 offices. So it is a good day to remove something, and working towards improving the conditions of your life. But of course, first you need to know the cause. Find that out. Meditate on it. Whatever. Let's see. Do we have good hours to meditate? Oh, yes. From 3 till 5. Yes, and from 7 till 9 in the evening. Okay, cool. How can we raise our energies? Oh, this is good. On the Thursday. So if we've done all of that before, what is coming up is the number 59, dispersion. So the dispersion looks like this. And that is what is happening on the Thursday. So you found the cause, you announced that you want to change, you found the cause, you're working towards a change, and then hopefully it is dispersing. The dispersion is how to let go of old patterns and strategies and orientate oneself new onto collective and united goals. Here we go. Here you have that change that you wanted. This is how you can do it. Let go of old patterns and strategies. Something needs to change. And maybe it is really letting go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. Any old pattern, any old strategies. It's just not timely anymore. That's probably what it is. And you need to let it go. So the picture of the dispersion of the 59 is the gentle wind above. So again, we're having gentle actions, not forcibly. No, gentle actions working towards the change. And underneath is the water. So what happens if wind is on water? Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. What happens if there's wind on water? So it's dissolving it into foam or mist. So that means that the gentleness that can dissolve the blockage. Can you see that? How this I Ching, this one, number 59, can dissolve the blockages through this gentle wind energy on the water. Isn't that great? So there's the solution. Work towards it. So how do we raise our energies then on the Friday? Friday has 56 traveling, the wanderer. So the sign of the wanderer is, where are we? On here, is fire on top and mountain underneath. So the fire on top is lighting. It's bright. It's bright. But on the mountain, there's just grass on the mountain. There's really not much the fire can feed on. So it needs to keep going. So it's not whatever's happening on that day, it's not a long lasting thing. It's just on the day, and it just needs to change. So it's how to let go of the familiar and establish to find your own perfection. So yesterday we had letting go of old patterns and strategy that don't serve you anymore. Today, which is the Friday, and on the Friday we're having how to let go of familiar and the established. So we're kind of working on the same thing, but today with the fire on top on the mountain, we are kind of shining the light onto what needs to change and maybe communicating it. The mountain is also keeping still, remember, going inside and maybe finding the light inside of you, finding the light of what needs to change and shining a light on that. Oh, this is a really cool sequence. Really, really good. Yes, going inside, finding out what is it that needs to change? What do I need to let go? And that fits perfectly into this month's pattern, doesn't it? We said with the decluttering, what to keep and what to let go. So it's time to sort out, guys. It's time to sort out stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. That's what I think this month is really about. Okay, how do we raise our energy on the Saturday? Yeah, this is interesting. Because what happens if you've done all that? There may be one or the other obstacle coming up that's causing you some stagnation. I Ching number 12. And look at the sign. What do we have? We have heaven above and earth underneath. So the heaven and the earth are in opposition. So we have a standstill. Both powers are really strong. So nothing is giving in. So the heaven above is going further away and the earth below sinks further into the depths. So the creative powers have no relation. So that's why we have a standstill. So what do we do? So if there's no relation between heaven and earth, then there is confusion. So it's like when you're not grounded. If you're either just up in the air dreaming all day, or if you're also just down there and not dreaming at all and just, oh no, and naysayers and all of these things. So what happens on that day is that maybe the fundamentals are wrong. So whatever happened the last day, this is a really good day, the Saturday, with that image of the standstill, to go inside and says hide your worth and withdraw into seclusion. That's what Richard Williams says. The fundamentals could be wrong. So really look into whether your decisions and whatever there is go inside and look at the yin and the yang of your decisions, the yin and the yang of what you're doing. Is there an action? Is there no action? What's to do? Because if I look at the sign of standstill, there's heaven and there's earth. And so we've got a strong yin and a strong yang. So something is pulling. So maybe something pulling on Saturday and maybe testing you about the decisions you made the last days. But so remain faithful to your principles. Remain faithful to your principles and your decisions. Question them maybe on the day. Ask yourself, are they right? Are they wrong? If there's such a thing as right and wrong, ask yourself the decisions. Are they good for you? Are they good for everybody involved? Are they good for the greater good? So that's maybe what you can do with a standstill, with a confusion, and asking yourself, is it the right decision? Should I do it? Should I not? That is on the Saturday for you to realize. So how can we then raise our energy towards the end of the week, next Sunday? And here's a possible solution. The possible solution could be I Ching number 8, that's the Sunday, alliance. So maybe an alliance is the solution to your questions that you've had on the day before in your standstill. So what does it do? It has water on top and the earth underneath. So the water flows everywhere, fills every valley and fills everything on the earth. So the union or holding together, I called it how to join another group through consensus. So the important word here is consensus. Whereas on the day before, on the stagnation day, it's about how misunderstandings and egoistic behavior can block even sincere intentions. So on the Saturday, ask yourself whether it is whether you or someone else has those misunderstandings, egoistic behaviors, and it's blocking even sincere intentions. So whatever your intentions are, or someone else's intention, that's what you have to find out on the Saturday with the stagnation, the standstill. And on the Sunday, realizing you need to hold together a union, an alliance, joining with someone or another group through consensus. Consensus is the word here. So the water on top will go into every nook and cranny on the earth. That is the picture. So when you have the consensus, then everything will come together. And the important, second most important word after consensus is this: you need to realize who or what is the central point or central figure in that alliance. If you want to go into an alliance, it's always important that the central point or the central figure knows what their responsibility is. What is the responsibility here? So if that central figure does not know what's the responsibility or cannot hold it, then it needs to be removed. But if let's say you know you are a really responsible person and you could be the central figure, well, then work towards it. But if you know that you are not, and you know someone who's probably the more reliable person, the really not the salesperson, not the jack of all trades or being everywhere. No, reliable is the importance here in the alliance. In a true alliance, you need reliability. And that's what's important for that. So the solution that you may find to solve the problem that you've identified on the Saturday in the stagnation would be maybe an alliance. And that is next Sunday. Energies? Here's something. I wanted to make it short today, but here's something that I really... Oh, no, that's the Monday. That's the Monday. That's okay. Oh, wrong day. Oh, good. Yes, so that is this week. So this week sounds really like it comes with that pattern that I've talked before, with the decluttering, finding out what works for you, what doesn't, what drives you into stagnation, what gets you out of stagnation, what action can you take to get out of it and get better. So that is what we are looking for. And that is what this week can bring. So let me know if that was helpful. Let me know if that is something you can work with. And if you like what you heard here and saw here, then tell your friends, comment, like, whatever, wherever you're on, and let me know what else you want to know. And let me know if it was helpful. I really, really would love to hear from you. Yes. Okay. And I see you again next week, Sunday, here. Have a lovely week. and raise your energies as much and as often as you can. Bye for now.